Have you ever wondered about the hidden power behind some of the world's most formidable defense systems? Imagine a missile so powerful it can strike a target hundreds of kilometers away and destroy bombers or even high-speed aircraft flying at the very edge of the atmosphere. This is the incredible story of the SA-5 Gammon, also known as the S-200 Angara/Vega, a weapon designed to defend vast territories and strike fear into the hearts of enemies. In today's video, we're diving into the world of advanced military technology to explore how this missile system became a cornerstone of aerial defense for many countries worldwide. We'll uncover the features that make it unique, the engineering marvels hidden within, and how it evolved into the potent system we know today. If you're a fan of military technology or just curious about the engineering that protects our skies, you won't want to miss a moment. By the end of this story, you'll understand why the SA-5 Gammon is not only a missile system but a symbol of military might. Stick with us, and you'll get an inside look at how a 1960s invention became one of the most enduring air defense systems in history. Let's get started. The SA-5 Gammon, known in Russia as the S-200 Angara/Vega, was developed to protect vast territories from high-altitude threats, such as bombers or other strategic aircraft. Initially deployed from 1963 to 1964 near Tallinn, Estonia, this weapon represented the Soviet Union's response to the need for long-range aerial defense. Each launch site of the SA-5 system was designed for maximal strategic advantage. Unlike many other missile systems, which prioritize flexibility, the SA-5 launchers were semi-fixed, positioned around a central radar and command unit. This setup allowed a single regiment to control vast areas, defending against even the highest flying threats. The missile itself, known for its solid fuel booster rockets, was uniquely designed to reach altitudes of up to 40,000 meters, 125,000 feet, and ranges of 150 to 400 kilometers, depending on the variant. This extraordinary range made it capable of intercepting aircraft even before they could approach critical targets. The missile speed was also impressive, reaching Mach 4, or 4 times the speed of sound. This made it one of the fastest defense missiles of its time, capable of intercepting some of the swiftest threats in the airspace. For example, consider a strategic bomber cruising high above at over 30,000 feet, far beyond the reach of most traditional anti-aircraft weapons. With the SA-5, this high-altitude bomber could be targeted and destroyed long before reaching its objective. The missile came in several variants over the years, each representing an evolution in power and technology. The original S-200 Angara, or SA-5A variant, fielded in 1967, used the V-860/5 V-21 missile. This version boasted a range of 160 kilometers and a maximum altitude of 20 kilometers, making it effective for early high-altitude defense needs. As time passed, improvements to the missile's range and ceiling were implemented. The SA-5B S-200V Vega variant featured the V-860PV/5 V-21P missile, which could reach an impressive 250 kilometers and climb to altitudes of nearly 30 kilometers. Later, the Vega variant was upgraded with a missile, the V-870, that used a shorter body and a solid fuel motor. This increased the range to 300 kilometers and the ceiling to 40 kilometers, marking a significant leap in performance. The final and most powerful variant, the SA-5C S-200D, was introduced in 1976. It had a maximum range of 400 kilometers and a ceiling of 40 kilometers. This model could be equipped with either a high-explosive or nuclear warhead, giving it incredible destructive potential against groups of aircraft or high-priority targets. A unique feature of the SA-5 Gammon system was its guidance system. Unlike systems that rely solely on proximity fuses, the SA-5 could use both command signals and radar homing to guide its missiles. This feature meant the missile could be accurately guided even in electronically hostile environments where jamming was prevalent. The radar system supporting the SA-5 is equally sophisticated. The P-35M radar, designated Barlock B by NATO, could track targets within a 320-kilometer range. Combined with the Square Pair 5N62 radar for missile guidance, the system offered precision targeting for any approaching threats. Imagine a network of these radar systems working together. The Barlock B scans a vast swath of airspace, identifying potential threats early. As a target is locked, the Square Pair radar takes over, guiding the missile toward its target with unerring accuracy. The warheads used in these missiles also vary depending on the mission. While some SA-5 missiles were equipped with 217 kilograms high-explosive fragmentation warheads, others could be loaded with a 25-kiloton nuclear payload, making them capable of delivering an explosive force equivalent to 25,000 tons of TNT. Deploying the SA-5 required strategic planning, as the system was most effective when integrated into a broader network of air defenses. This meant that, during its service with the Russian army, SA-5 regiments were often organized into air defense rocket brigades. Each brigade consisted of several regiments, each with multiple battalions and numerous launchers, all centered around radar units for maximum defensive coverage. These brigades were further supported by shorter-range S-125 missile batteries for low-altitude threats and AAA, automatic anti-aircraft guns for closer defensive cover. In terms of international use, the SA-5 saw deployment in various countries, including Algeria, Belarus, and Syria. Its long-range capabilities made it a highly sought-after system, especially for countries that needed to defend large territories with limited defense resources. To understand the missile's impact on air defense, picture the 1970s, a time when high-altitude reconnaissance and bomber flights were common. The SA-5 Gammon created an invisible shield, forcing potential adversaries to either fly low, reducing their effectiveness, or risk facing a devastating intercept at high altitude. One of the reasons the SA-5 has remained relevant for so long is its adaptability. Over decades of service, it has been upgraded, and even today, in many places, it's still an active component of air defense. Countries continue to modernize their SA-5 systems, integrating new radars, enhancing electronic countermeasures, ECCM, and improving radar homing accuracy. Some reports even suggest a passive homing variant was developed, aimed at targeting standoff jammers and early AWACS-type aircraft. Ultimately, the SA-5 Gammon is a powerful reminder of how a single missile system can shape the strategy and tactics of air defense. Its range, payload flexibility, and advanced guidance capabilities make it a formidable defender of the skies. Today, the SA-5 Gammon stands as a testament to decades of strategic planning, engineering brilliance, and the never-ending evolution of military technology. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of the SA-5 Gammon. If you enjoyed this dive into military technology and want to explore more powerful defense systems and tactics, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you found the information valuable, and drop a comment below to let us know which other military technologies you'd like us to cover. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest videos, bringing you the inside story on the world's most fascinating defense technologies. And as always, thank you for watching, and we look forward to exploring the incredible stories of military technology with you in our next video.